In a studio that's in a basement comes the epic story of how two friends changed the future of the movie podcast game forever. The reviews are in. Boys Life magazine gives the High Sci podcast 4.5 acorns. The Daily Bugle says, these guys are super legit. And Pope Francis declares the podcast as life-affirming. From the kid who tried to get smart with David Spade and got fucking old.
You're still out. You're still bad.
And the guy who can name all four Baldwin brothers.
Alec, William, Daniel, and the baby boy, Steven.
Live from the studio of his parents' basement. The Have You Seen It podcast.
Hello and welcome back to the Have You Seen It podcast. My name is Mason Knight. Sitting across from me is the one and only Cash Kraus. But before we begin, you guys could please be sure to smash that like button, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification as we drop videos here every single day. It really does help grow the channel, and we would not be here without you guys.
You don't really gotta smash it, just a gentle push, a nudge.
A gentle push
of the like
as long
button.
as that like button goes up, we're good.
Yeah, it doesn't always have
Don't
to be a
break your
smash.
computer.
I wonder who started the smash the like button
I don't
thing.
know.
Because I feel that's the only way people can tell you now to like something is to smash
the like button. I know, and I hate to jump on trends, but again, it does sound better than
people don't know.
Like the video.
People don't know what you're talking about when you say just please like the video. They know they gotta smash it.
They gotta smash it.
Because these kids, they
More
smash.
exciting.
That's what they say, right?
That's what
We're
they
gonna
say.
Smash. I think that means sexual intercourse.
Well, in some cases, it does mean that. That's for sure.
But we're not here to talk about sexual intercourse.
We are not.
We are here to talk about Mortal Kombat. Kana versus Sonya Blade.
Finisher.
Yes, finally.
Yes.
Of course, it's blockbuster season. The sun is out. Birds are chirping. I am constantly covered in a thin layer of sweat at this stage in my life.
Oh, same. If you notice, right around this time in the summertime, every year, I just got to shave the head, man. Because, gosh, it just gets so hot here, so humid, so miserable.
It really does.
I can't stand it.
But we're finally here. Summer season. This is the blockbuster series. These are the big. We went a full year without having any blockbusters.
Yeah, so it feels like quite a while.
Absolutely.
Since we've had one.
Yeah, for sure. But still kind of weird because we're watching it half at our homes, half in the theater. However you did it. But new Mortal Kombat. It's on HBO Max. It's a trip and a fucking half for sure.
Yeah,
it's directed by Simon McQuoid.
Yes.
Simon McQuoid. And it stars a bunch of pretty much no names. Mm-hmm. I mean, not people that I recognize. It introduces a new character. Yeah.
For a movie like this, it definitely should be because you don't want a huge actor playing one of these roles.
Yeah, Simon McQuoid, by the way, has 0 Wikipedia page. His Wikipedia page is one line, and it says he directed Mortal Kombat 2021. So this guy...
Is he even a real person?
They might have dug him out of the earth.
Yeah, seriously.
Like a hobbit. I mean, I don't understand, but... I agree. If I was going to make a Mortal Kombat movies, I would make every character a no-name except for the big characters.
Johnny Cage,
we'll get into that.
Yeah,
but I think what they're doing is really smart with that because I think that they'll end up trying to get...
a
known
big name
actor.
for that. Yeah.
And that would kind of make sense because he is an actor.
Exactly.
But yeah, Goro, I always thought you could have him as someone famous voicing him at least, or like The Rock playing him with the extra arms. But not the case. Pretty much everyone is unknown.
Yep.
And we even get a brand new spanking new Mortal Kombat character.
I guess so.
Not enough characters to pick from in the
You
franchise.
just had to add an extra one right into the film.
All 80 characters, and we couldn't pick up a new fucking character. But it is produced by a very well-known name, James Wan.
Never heard of him.
He's a money magnet at this point. Yeah, absolutely.
interesting.
Yeah. He, of course, started out directing horror films.
Yes.
Got his start in genre films, how a lot of people get their starts, because they're
And then,
cheap.
of course, after that, you got to go into the superhero films.
Aquaman.
Aquaman, yes.
Yes, and now he's just like producing these big passion projects that he's always liked, and it's usually a good thing when he's producing.
Yeah,
like he always produces like the Conjurings and stuff. He did direct two of the Conjurings, I think.
Yes,
And he still writes. I think he writes all of them. I think
he's
he's a
not
writing
directing
credit.
the third one.
No,
So
not directing the third one.
I think the devil made him do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Devil made him not do it.
Not do it. Yeah, that's what.
But yeah, Mortal Kombat on HBO Max. Mason, what did you think about this? This is our second blockbuster of the year.
Again, played the video games, never watched any of the films. So like all of this is kind of coming full circle for him.
Until we reviewed
The
1
original.
and 2.
Yep.
So go back and watch
Go
those.
back
if you
and
don't know.
watch them.
You will see Mason react for the very first time. He's never seen them.
Never seen them. The first one was great.
Second
I
one
enjoyed
better.
it. Second one even better than the first. So I had very high expectations going into this. Third one,
Yeah.
I better hold up to Annihilation and to the original Mortal Kombat. And I thought they did overall a very good job. I was entertained throughout this. I do have a few kind of small issues with it. I wish we could have got more Goro, but
No one knows how to use Goro.
no.
They're sending Goro in like he is some kind of, I don't know, mentally handicapped child.
Mm-hmm.
They're giving him the dumbest jobs. This is Prince Goro. He's
Right.
royalty.
Well, you
wouldn't
would slay tens of thousands, if not millions of creatures.
You wouldn't send out like Prince Philip to go mow the lawn. I mean, why are you sending Prince Goro out for these shitty jobs where he's getting killed every single time?
Yeah.
It's frustrating to me.
very
But no one knows how to use Goro for some reason.
And I got to be honest, I actually like the 95 version of Goro better than I like this one as far as practical effects.
God, yes. He looks so much better. He looks so much better than the 95 version, I thought. Yeah. It's just, that's one thing. That's my biggest complaint about this movie. Obviously, I feel I'm a broken record at this point, but is the CGI and the overuse of CGI, especially the overuse of CGI blood.
The blood was bad, and we'll talk about the very first scene of this film. The first time, he's throwing that little chain thing that gets stuck in people.
Well, the first scene is...
As soon as he pulled the first one out, I go, oh no.
Yes.
Are they going to use all CGI
I didn't want to tell you,
blood?
but I watched the first 7 minutes that they dropped, and that scared me.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
When I watched the first 7 minutes, I thought, oh no, what's happening here? So much CGI blood. It just looks so cartoony and it just does not look very good.
No.
And that's all they used in this, unfortunately. And a lot more CGI in every other aspect, but zero practical effects in this movie, which sucked because that is the main reason the old one is so good. It's because, they shot like on location, on sets and whatnot, and not in front of a green screen. But yeah, a lot of CGI blood. But if you can get over that, then it is a decent film. But if you can get over the CGI blood, which I had a tough time doing. But like you said, the starting scene is the origin story of Scorpion and Sub-Zero, of course. Sub-Zero, same old story. He murders Scorpion's family. Mm-hmm. That's the intro we get. That's the first 7 minutes. And Scorpion gets sent down to the Nether Realm. A little different story. Usually Scorpion usually starts out bad. But in this one, he is
Just good.
He's all good.
All the way around.
And I love how they're both speaking, one speaking Chinese.
One speaking Japanese.
And they have a ton of dialogue. And right before they start fighting, Scorpion says something like, I can't
understand you.
What have they been talking about then? That's another thing, is the writing was very video game-esque writing, where it's like, what the fuck? They've been talking for a long time. They've had conversations, but they can't understand a single word.
I thought it was kind of funny, though. I laughed.
I thought too, but it wasn't supposed to be funny.
You don't think so?
No. It was supposed to be very dramatic at that point. Wow. Yeah, for sure. Because he was like, that was the point after he murdered his wife. I don't believe they were going to throw in a slapstick joke.
Yeah, dark comedy here. Oh, yeah, that's kind of funny.
But yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, he gets, and that's pretty much the last we see of Scorpion until the very, but Sub-Zero is in it a lot, and he is fucking cool.
Well, I actually thought Cole, the MMA fighter, obviously, I thought he was going to be Scorpion that whole time. So I was kind of right, but not really right, because he was a descendant of
immediately
Scorpion.
It tells you that he's a descendant, Yeah, I also thought too, but no, I guess he's just runs in the family. You get powers, I guess. I don't know.
But a shit MMA fighter apparently loses every
Can
fight.
we talk about the MMA where he's pummeled? And then one thing about this, the continuity of the damage done is not well. It's not well done at all. To me, I was almost thinking like, oh, maybe it's because they have that power, they can heal really fast, but it's not continuous throughout the entire movie. No. So it wasn't that. But his face is fucking.
It is destroyed.
It's a pulp of blood.
Yeah.
The guy gets in in a crucifix, and he's just hammer fist.
And
this guy, you can't even recognize. Next scene, he's got maybe a little cut over his eye,
a little like black and blue around his eye.
But no swelling, or it's so stupid, dude. That I thought was dumb too. Like, I mean, you don't even have to be an MMA fan at all
to understand the concept of getting your face
or a
punched
doctor
in like that.
to know that. But it's similar when Kano gets scratched really bad and you can like see down his skull, like it's the deepest cut. Next scene, those things are fucking healed down almost. So yeah, that was odd. The continuity for that was very weird. But yeah, our new character is an MMA fighter, not a great one, honestly.
No,
a little past his prime, although not that old.
Not that old, but not that good. I mean, when you got your little sister or little daughter,
you
whatever
think
that
would be 800 guys just like him, right?
You would think so.
that are just decent. I mean, not. But apparently, he's got more fight than anyone else.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's the thing about him.
He's got the heart of a champion, even though he's not a champion.
He's not never
will
never held the belt.
Never.
He's a journeyman.
He is.
But yeah, his name is, what's his name? Cole Haan?
Cole Haan or something.
It's not Cole Haan. Cole Haan is the name of that shoe company.
Let's see. Cole Young.
Yeah, he is our new antagonist, completely new from the video games. And
you think they're going to add him into the video game? I mean, you kind of have to now, right? Now that he's in the film?
You kind of do, but those video games, they're at 11 now, and the story is just so fucking wild that it'd be weird. It'd be hard to just add this random guy. Like, where's he been the whole time? Because at this point, Earth is like apocalypse. It's been invaded. Right. It's been invaded like 300 times.
Oh, that's not fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's a wild time right now, and there's a bunch of different Earths, and so it's confusing for sure. But yeah, they could always add him in a DLC. They have Freddy. They have an alien.
You mean Freddy, like Freddy Krueger?
Yeah, they have. I think they have Jason Voorhees.
Damn.
For all these DLC characters, they have really cool stuff. Yeah, the Joker was in one of them.
Nice.
Yeah, but so they could add him for sure. I don't know who would want to play him.
Not me. He's not a good MMA fighter.
Not a good MMA, and not that cool of a character.
No, not really.
In the span of things, not the coolest Mortal Kombat character for sure. But this story, I got to talk a little bit about the story because it's a little different. There's no Mortal Kombat tournament.
No, this is everything before Mortal Kombat and the actual tournament.
And there is so many shenanigans happening outside of the actual tournament. There's got to be a rule book. In the old one, Raiden's always talking about you can't fight outside of the tournament.
And in this one, Shang Tsung, just literally the wizard, the soul-eating wizard, literally Shang Tsung, just literally does whatever he wants without any rules in place.
He's got nothing. Yeah. There's no reins holding this guy back.
Nope, nothing at all. So it's like, what's the point of the tournament if you can just cheat? No wonder you won 9 straight.
His plan, it's not even. Yeah, because no one's there to fight.
Right, because you kill everyone.
You're fighting bottom of the barrel every time. Yeah. So his plan is Shang Tsung, of course, old wizard, evil wizard, takes your soul. Your soul is mine. We know it.
Your soul is mine.
Yeah, he just goes around, and his plan, again, not a genius plan. It's just to kill everyone that's going to be part of the tournament. And in this one, they try to give like a basis to why they have powers. What's it called? Like Arcana or something like that. Annika, I can't remember, but it's like
that's something close.
It's the name. They name the reason, and you got to unlock these powers. And each guy, because in this one you get a tattoo. If you have the tattoo of the dragon, that means that you're special and you're going to fight in the tournament.
And they make it very clear that if you kill someone with the tattoo, then you get the birthmark.
Yeah. So Shang Tsung, he's got to have like a shit ton of people with these tattoos, right? Because he's killing all of them.
That's what it's called.
Arcana, of course. Yeah, I didn't love that. I don't think it needed to be explained.
No.
I mean, it's just crazy. You're already telling us that there's multiple worlds, Netherrealm, fucking Outworld. You didn't explain that.
Right.
You didn't explain this. So why do you got to explain the fucking magic? It's ridiculous. And And the magic doesn't make any sense at all.
No.
Like Jax, like I don't understand. Did he always have the?
Well, that's
did
yeah.
the monks like build that in, and we're like, oh, we just forgot to tell you
that
that
you know,
these
if you
arms
get
don't
your-
actually suck. You're
I
just
know.
using them wrong. I thought that was so fucking weird. That was his like. That's not even magic.
It is kind of magic at that point. I mean, out of nowhere,
Well,
his
just has
arms are
strong
just super
arms
strong.
now. Yeah, I feel like they were always a version of those arms though.
I don't know why you don't tell him, hey, this is a possibility. If you just use this technology right, you'll have strong arms.
Why would we build you metal arms when you can't even lift anything? You're better off with 0 arms like you
Exactly.
had. But yeah, we do get the reason why he gets strong arms though. Sub-Zero fucking
Shatters them off.
and then it throws him down throws him off a roof, but he hits like he ping pongs.
he ping pong's going down.
So-
There's blood everywhere.
So I don't think his arms were one problem, but he's got to have severe head damage too.
Oh yeah, for sure. A lot of CTE going on.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that's a lot of what we didn't like about it. Should we say some things we did enjoy? Some scenes in particular.
First and foremost, Jax wasn't hitting on anyone the whole time in this, like Annihilation.
Thank God, because he's in a coma. You know, if he was up, he'd be fucking chasing
Hitting
tail.
on
That's all the
all-
guy knows.
Sonya Blade.
Give me some arms so I can do a little more grab ass. And this is the worst part of me not having arms. Yeah, but I think my favorite character, Kano and the actor who played Kano stole the fucking show.
Kano was awesome.
He was
hilarious.
so cool. Oh, so funny.
Yeah, he brought a lot to it.
He was the comedic relief, obviously, but he was like, once you start seeing him, all you wanted was Kano.
Kano.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that.
Just because I thought the main guy was just all right. He just felt like the guy who plays Cole Young. He just felt like a very generic
yeah, protagonist.
Yeah, he didn't have a lot going on, but Kano was fucking hilarious, dude. And there's a lot of Kano in here, and he is spoiler. He's good for a large portion of the movie,
Yeah.
quote unquote.
Good.
Like no one saw that coming.
Yeah, that's. But again, I'm okay with it just because like I know Kano's a bad guy, so it's like whatever.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah,
it was a big part
pretty
of the story.
predictable.
It was a big part of the story, yeah. But as soon as you saw him, you knew he was gonna at some point change. What sucked about Kano is never got the metal plate on his eye, which I was really hoping. I thought for sure when Reptile, which we got to talk about that. That's maybe my favorite
Yeah.
fight scene. But when
Reptile looked
when
dope,
Reptile
too.
scratches him, I thought he was maybe going to get infected. And he's got to replace the monks. Got to do the little metal work.
Yep.
No, he just had a laser eye.
That was it. I know.
One laser eye.
I almost wonder like what was their thought process because like his eye got scratched and that's what I thought too immediately. I go, okay, there it goes.
And
metal plate.
that's the side of the eye, and that's. I thought for sure Reptile was gonna have some weird fucking poison claws, or
flesh
something.
eating.
Yeah, exactly.
Poison. Well, I mean, because
he had
think about the metal eating
and the blood.
acid.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and but no, he just healed in like an hour, and he was fine. Yeah. When it was the nastiest fucking scratch I've ever seen. It was like through his skull. It was so you see his brain pumping. But no, he was fine. He just walked it off. He's
I
Australian.
did like that Reptile fight scene though, and I thought
It was
Reptile
awesome.
looked dope. I
Reptile
thought he
did.
looked
Even though it was all
pretty,
CGI,
menacing.
he looked really good. I feel like they put a lot more effort in Reptile than they did a lot of the other.
for sure. And two, it was probably easier for the team to work on Reptile because that room was darker.
Oh
So
yeah,
it looked a
possible
lot
for
better.
sure. And he's invisible all the time too.
Yeah, which helps.
He's only in the scene half.
Now look into this
much-
corner.
yeah.
Now look into that corner.
But that was I thought it was hilarious because Kano's just tied up and Reptile goes invisible and he's fighting Sonya Blade. We didn't talk about it, gets introduced and he's fighting the new hero Cole Young.
Cole Young.
But they're fighting, and then he randomly runs over to Kano, who's tied up, and he just throws Kano in the air and drops him. And for no reason, but yeah. And then Kano gets a knife thrown right into his leg, which is another comedic, funny scene. But yeah, Kano was fucking awesome. Reptile was super cool, though not in it very long.
No, very short role.
And it's like Reptile and Sub-Zero were both awesome, but the other fucking bad guys were like scraping the bottom of the barrel for bad guys. Like Melina, who is a clone of Katana, who Katana's not in the film.
At all.
Weird that you have a clone of her, though. And then they had General Raiko, the guy with the hammer. Yep. He's in one game. He's in Mortal Kombat 4. He's never seen again. I think he has one cameo in like Mortal Kombat 11. but he's not in any of the games, and that's a really weak villain. But you have to assume that they're saving all the big villains, and they needed people that could be killed off.
Right.
But like General Raiko, Melina, what was Nataro? That's the Batgirl.
Yeah.
It's a really weak villain.
She got a great death, though.
She did, although I didn't, which was
Flawless
awesome.
victory.
And one thing you gotta love, I loved about this movie too, and as a fan of the game, is they did so many fucking moves during the fighting that are in the game. It was spot on for sure. Like the buzzsaw is a fatality, and although I thought him riding her was a little cheesy, he doesn't do that in the games. He just throws them down. He doesn't ride anyone. But I thought that was kind of cheesy. But the buzzsaw was fucking cool. That was a cool
awesome.
fatality.
Yeah.
But I thought scraping for sure the bottom of the barrel.
But as you brought up earlier, it's probably because if they were going to do a trilogy, a three movie deal, you got to save some of those bigger villains.
There's so many though.
For later.
But then in the completely reverse of that, you have Goro. The big bad.
I know.
The big bad of like the games.
I know.
You have Goro and he's just, again, he's wasted.
That's what I thought. I was extremely disappointed with Goro. I wanted to see him maybe even potentially be the bad guy in number 2 or like the main henchman, but...
Or finally, he's the last one you have to face in the tournament. You never see him in the tournament.
Nope.
He's either getting thrown off a cliff or he just gets unlucky and he ends up fighting a guy that just finds out his powers 2 seconds before you fight him. Yeah. And he just, another thing about Cole Young is, what is he the most powerful fucking character ever? How can he die? He just absorbs energy.
Yeah, that's it.
He can kill his ass.
For a great, yeah.
I know, that's the thing is it doesn't make for a great hero.
Yeah.
And you would have thought for sure if this was your main character and he's going to carry the series, you'd make his power a little bit better. Mm-hmm. You put a little more thought into him just absorbing. It's just like the Rocky. He just gets the shit kicked out of him until he's got enough power to fucking crank someone. But yeah, and another thing with Goro though is there's other characters of that species. You have Sheba, who I'm sure you could bring back, and she could be a main bad villain. She's also a woman, kind of. She's a woman alien or whatever
thing or whatever. Yeah.
But you could bring her so she could be the bad of the second one, I guess, and then you have like a female villain, but I don't know if it's like female, like people can like look up to her. But still, you can have But yeah, so you have other people that can take that role, but he's dead. He's not coming back. Goro. There's no chance of resurrecting his ass.
No, I think he's pretty damn well dead.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I didn't really like that. It wasn't a great fight scene either. The fucking family. Mm-hmm. The family
was just like, oh, and I'm like, run.
What about they see a giant four-armed man kick the shit out of the husband, and he's destroying houses and whatnot, and
they're just standing there.
Not even that, he finally kills them, and he's like, okay, we gotta go, and they're like packing shit. No, it's not a time to pack.
It's a time to flee the fucking scene.
It's so like I gotta bring my favorite pair of pants.
Hey, look, I got this teddy bear I've had since I was a child. I gotta pack that.
Get in the car and go.
Oh, yeah, leave that shit behind.
It's so because even they do like a little Easter egg, and there's Easter eggs throughout, and some of them are much better than others. Some of them are like beat you over the head with it. But the wife or whatever the fuck she is, she goes, "We gotta go for another 4-armed monster comes," and that's like for the other 4-armed characters. Right. But even her saying that, it's like, would you really be packing? It doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
So bad character writing, I thought, on that part.
Yeah.
It was so, I just couldn't imagine and then they get, immediately, of course, they get kidnapped.
Yeah.
Sub-Zero comes because they waited so damn long. Uh-huh. He freezes them, and that's just, they deserved it at that point.
We got to talk about the final fight scene, though. Between Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Yeah, because Sub-Zero's going around. He's kicking everyone's ass.
Well, and freezing everyone, too.
No one wants to fight him.
No.
He's kind of a cheat. Yeah.
He is a cheat. He doesn't fight fair.
He freezes you, and then he kicks your ass after you're frozen. You can't even do anything.
He's shattered to pieces.
Yeah, but...
freezes Cole Young's family, his girlfriend, wife, whatever she is, and the child.
Yes.
So now, and that's something I was not a fan of. I thought they were dead. So hear me out here. Why is it the Scorpion couldn't, chip away at the ice and save his family, but Cole Young all of a sudden can chip away at the ice and save his family?
I don't know. It doesn't make. I mean, you can't think about it in like a lot. Well, for one, I think Sub-Zero also stabbed Scorpion's wife.
Oh.
In the back, and then she froze because remember he does the shard thing, and then when you see it again, you see that she has that shard thing like sticking out her back.
So it went through her and through the daughter.
I think so. Yes, I think Okay. Because remember but still, you can't be frozen. You can't be completely frozen and come back.
Yeah, you're not a goldfish, right?
You're not a caveman in a fucking cartoon. It's not how it works. Once you're frozen, you're
dead.
fucked. You don't have much. No. You have how long do you last in frozen water? What, 7 minutes or something?
It's that. Yeah.
How long do you last completely frozen like an ice
able
cube?
to breathe,
eyes open.
Yeah.
It's
the vision's not coming back.
No, you're not.
I walk around blind your whole
coming
life.
back. But again, you can't think about this movie logically in any sense.
No.
At all. None of it makes sense. I can't remember the Kano's, or not Kano, but Liu Kang's brother, Kung Lao, comes in.
Yes.
And he teleports once. Mm-hmm. He's introduced, that's his power. He never teleports during a fight again. That's a strong power.
That's an incredible power.
Yeah, he never teleports in a fight at all. But like I said, can't think of it logically because these characters aren't thinking logically. But yeah, the final fight, they all get frozen. Mm-hmm. It ends up at Cole Young's old gym.
That was kind of weird. The whole gym was frozen. I'm like, what the fuck? Why are they at this gym?
Yeah, how would Sub-Zero even know that he went there?
I don't know. And what would make Sub-Zero want to bring them to this old
Why not go anywhere? Why not freeze them right at the house?
Yeah, or on top of like a skyscraper or something.
Yeah, I don't understand. And don't forget that Sub-Zero did not know that Cole Young was Scorpion's blood.
No.
Until Scorpion comes back. Mm-hmm. Which is and it's also one of the best scenes as well. Because that scene, again, every move they're doing, the ice wall, it's all like, holy shit, that's all from the fucking game, which is super cool.
And that's cool that they, gave a lot of nods towards the video games and felt like, especially for bigger fans than I of Mortal Kombat, that it gave it justice,
Yeah, and it also didn't hinder the movie to where if you weren't a fan, you'd be like, why is he making an ice wall?
No, it made sense.
Yeah, it made sense to the thing. Like, it was a cool fucking move. Mm-hmm. But yeah, all that shit, dude, like every single move, like down to it, was really fucking inspired by the video game, which was cool. You could tell, and that's another thing why we liked the first one so much, is you can tell that people were passionate about the game. Mm-hmm. That made it. And I felt the same thing as this one, is they were passionate about it. But yeah, of course, Scorpion comes back from the nether realm. He's been in hell for a long time.
Well, since the 17th century. So, 400 years, that's a long time to be in hell.
And I guess he's been cruising around looking for a way out the entire time. Really, you just need to wait to get your card called. Because you're not going to fight your way out of it.
No.
Your old fucking bloodline's got to call you up. But it kind of gives this was kind of a cool explanation of why he has like the skull and whatnot. Because in the video games, he tears off his face and he's just a skull.
It's brutal.
Yeah, it is. Why not always go around as the skull?
It would look scarier, be a lot more intimidating. I tell you that much.
And you don't have to rip your face off every goddamn time you fight.
I'm sure that's uncomfortable.
Pain for sure.
Painful.
But yeah, that was cool. Getting and I thought that looked cool too. The whole design of the characters, especially Sub-Zero and Scorpion, were really fucking well done with the mask and everything. And the frozen look of Sub-Zero, like he always looked like he was, a little chilly. But I don't,
I do love
his
that
power
actor.
seems to be really overcoming him because he always looks cold. Yeah, the actor for Scorpion?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. If there's a samurai in a
Hiroyuki
movie.
Sanada.
Yeah, if there's a samurai in a movie, that guy is fucking in it. Was typecasted for a long time as playing only samurais, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
the first thing I saw him in, The Last Samurai.
There it is. Yep.
It's the first movie. I'm pretty sure, he gets killed off pretty quick by Tom Cruise. But he is great. I wish he was... that's the one actor who's recognizable in the entire thing, and you wish he was in it a lot more.
Yeah.
But, Yeah, we didn't even talk about Sonya Blade, who I just thought was average.
He's also in Army of the Dead, too, coming up with Dave Bautista.
Man. Yeah. So he's doing good. Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, but Sonya Blade was, I don't know. It just was a little
It's just Sonya
bland.
Blade.
Yeah.
And then she also seems to get the most powerful power in the game.
Well, and they kept bullying her, too. They're like, you're not a part of the group. You don't have the
know,
birthmark.
that's so weird.
Get out of here.
Like, there's only 4
What
of
is this,
us.
like a
We
club?
could use one more.
Like, why can't she just train with you guys?
I don't know if you've seen the other guys. Fucking strong.
They're strong. They're probably going to kill us. And they're cheaters.
And not even that, Sonya Blade, although not the stupid fucking dragon mark on her, was a elite fighter. She was special forces.
Special forces. I mean, you got to put a little respect
She's a
on her
damn
name.
she was a veteran.
She was.
And they, yeah, you can't be
pushed
in
her
our
aside.
club, even though those fucking guys sucked at when they were first training to fight. And none of their magic is that fucking great.
No.
What's his name has, the fireball, but it doesn't do much damage.
No.
It kind of just blows you back. Although I did think that scene was funny when they meet, when they make Liu Kang out in the desert. And Kano he's just going to stab him. He takes a knife.
Yeah.
And then Liu Kang goes, "I'm not your enemy," and immediately fucking fireballs him. Like, that makes me think that you're my enemy.
Yeah.
My friend wouldn't fireball me right off the fucking bat, but yeah, I thought that was good. But overall, it's pretty much exactly what I expected out of it.
Yeah.
I expected it to be obviously better than the second one, but
Which it was.
yeah, and I also expected it just by the trailers to be one of the better not superhero, but one of the better video game movies, and it is. Not
thought it
saying
was.
much because that bar is
Yeah.
so fucking low. It's as low as it gets.
And I know we talked about a lot of the bad things that we didn't like about it because that's what we do sometimes on this podcast. But I mean, overall, like, yeah, as you said, we knew what we were expecting going into it. And I thought overall, with it being a video game movie, I think they executed it well. Or well enough, I should say.
Yeah, well enough to where they're going to get a second one.
And I'm okay with that. I wouldn't mind seeing a second one or a third one.
Well, I want to see the fucking tournament.
Well,
I want to see some goddamn rules.
Yeah.
I want to see some.
And I'm very curious to see who gets cast as Johnny Cage.
Yeah, I think we got to talk about that a little bit. I know we're going a little long there, but I think that was really smart on so many different levels because, for one, if this movie was really successful, you're more likely that you will be able to get a bigger name, maybe a Ryan Gosling or a Chris Pratt or something.
They want a Ryan. There's calls for Ryan Reynolds and then Marge Stoll.
Ryan Reynolds is what I meant, not Ryan Gosling. He would not fucking do this film. Ryan Gosling, though, he'd do it for sure. So I think that was smart, and it makes so much sense for the character because the character is an actor. He's a big name, so it would make sense for the role. But yeah, no Johnny Cage. I thought it was smart not to have him in the first one too, because you got to establish a franchise before you put the most ridiculous character in the game. But I also heard that the next one might be a standalone Johnny Cage film. Which I don't know how that fucking works. There's never been a standalone.
I'd rather just see the tournament. Let's just get to the tournament in the sequel and let's just get things moving.
Yeah, I
don't
do not need to see a full 2 hour length
standalone. No, thank
Johnny
you.
Cage film. Yeah. But they tease him in the final scene. I can't remember. Oh, it's Citizen Cage is the movie that he's coming out. That's a poster.
Citizen Cage. Oh, that's great. James Marsden is the other person that people really want. It's really between Ryan Reynolds and James Marsden, which is from...
I know, James Marsden. He's in a million fucking things. Westworld and Sonic.
Right.
But the thing about Johnny Cage is he does have to be a fighter. You'd have to be able to train that. And I've never seen James Marsden as like a martial artist, right? Ryan Reynolds can fake it for sure. I mean, Deadpool's enough to where he's been in enough fight scenes where I can see that. Chris Pratt, I think, could too, but I don't know. Who knows? They'll end up getting someone kind of B and kind of mid-tier recognizable. Yeah. You'd have to pay Ryan Reynolds a lot of money.
Yeah.
But, of course, I don't know how well this film's done.
51 right now at the box office. But, again, theaters aren't open everywhere. People aren't going, so...
Is it the best blockbuster of the year?
No, Godzilla vs. Kong was better, but I didn't hate this film. And if you're a fan of Mortal Kombat, or if you just want to sit back and literally just watch a movie and not have to think much, it's a good one to watch.
And fans will have fun picking out things that they recognize from the video games, and there's a lot in there for sure. So, yeah, I would say if you're watching on HBO Max, yeah, you could probably watch it. I don't know if it's worth going to theater and seeing.
No.
But
HBO Max was the route.
Yeah, now Godzilla, I'd say, is worth going to see in the theater.
That's something I wish I would have saw in theaters.
It's an experience for sure. Yeah. But all right.
All right. Well, that is our review for Mortal Kombat. If you guys like what you've seen here, please be sure to smash that like button, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification as we drop videos here every single day. Thank you so much for watching and listening. My name is Mason Knight. That is Cash Krause, and until next time.
Bye.